Now, back to our earlier story on voter registration, and the Electoral Commission has today, Tuesday, May 7, begun the limited voter re-registration exercise for first-time voters and persons who wish to own a voter card. The 21-day exercise will end on May 27, 2024. Chairperson of the Commission, Jane Mensah, who announced this, said the exercise aims at registering approximately 623,000 first-time voters across the country. Now, let's go on Zoom and then speak to the Deputy General Secretary for the National Democratic Congress, Mustapha Gbande. Mustapha, a very good afternoon to you and welcome to the program.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm asking is now the EC, the Electoral Commission, is giving some 21 days for the voter or re-registration or registration exercise for first-time voters nationwide, and we are expecting over 600,000 registrants. Is the 21 days from the National Democratic Congress, is the 21 days enough to register all these people?
Thank you very much. It is too early to come to a conclusion on that. The activities that will take place from today will give us a clearer way in terms of what should be requested. So far today, as at 11 a.m., across the country, EC have promised to deliver standby generators in the midst of the doomsday that we have. As we speak, those generators have not been provided, and several regions are suffering from power fluctuation challenges. The other places where today they have not received activation codes, and so registration is not able to move on. There are places where the network challenge goes on and off. Most of the constituencies or registration centers across the country have recorded zero registration now. We believe that probably is because it's just day one, but all of these excuses should have been avoided because the Electoral Commission have assured the public that it was prepared for these exercise. And so we are hoping that by tomorrow it will improve. We just hope that it does not play into the general perception that government is doing everything possible to limit and to suppress the number of people who could and have to be registered in order to vote in the 2024 election, because their understanding is that a lot of chanted, and the more they register, the more they are likely to vote against the government. We pray and hope that is not what is at play here. We only hope that what we see is a natural technical challenge, and the Electoral Commission's team must know that some of these things are avoidable, even though they are technical, because it was good initiative to say that you put a standby generator, because we all know the power situation. It was also enough for the Electoral Commission to be sure and have tested the network challenges which we are experiencing right now. How do you ask your officers to go to work from 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. you are not able to give them activation code? So these are not natural technical operational issues that cannot be resolved. We hope that as the day go by, we will not have to subject innocent Ghanaians to frustration only because they have to vote. It is their right to vote. It is the Electoral Commission's duty to ensure that an enabling environment is given for them to be able to freely register and move back to their workplaces. In the midst of an excruciating economic challenges, the least a government will do is not to allow innocent citizens to be subjected to any suffering. And so we are monitoring the situation. So far, day one, it's been a fiasco. It's been very challenging. It's been no show. But we hope that it will improve tomorrow.
Right, I was actually coming to pick your take on the procurement of generators because we saw that the energy minister says there's nothing like Dumsor. The president also says for the past 7 years, the power has been stable. For the EC to wake up one morning and say they are procuring generators to help with the Dumsor situation, but you took your bit on that. But would we see in the coming days the NDC busing or rallying people to the various centers, especially first-time voters, to engage or take part in this registration process?
Well, when you have a president who cannot simply be honest about what people are going through in his country, that is the kind of leadership President Akufo-Addo is providing. If you have ministers who are ignorant about their office, but pride and arrogance will not let them appreciate the realities on the ground, they are trending on a very weak foundation, and the reality is exposing them. There is Dumsor everywhere. We all know that. And so for the president to have come out to say such a thing, I was wondering what pushed the president, whether he was misbriefed or he was not aware, because that is not the reality. The reality is that there is Dumsor everywhere. Look, we have to be careful about President Akufo-Addo, President Bawumia, and their government. They are trending on deception, playing with the mind when ordinary Ghanaians are suffering. Let me give you the assurance that the NDC is fully prepared. Our constituencies are prepared. Our parliamentary elected members, PCs, are all prepared and they are on the ground. Ghanaians, willing Ghanaians, have made themselves available to be registered. The rest is the Electoral Commission. As for us, we will not bus people from places where they are not supposed to vote to other places. We have assured our counterparts in the MPP that if that is their plan, we will stop them on the way. Like they tried to do in Asojaman, where they are moving people from Ashama to Asojaman. We have asked the citizens of Ghana to block the roads and stop them. Elsewhere, if they try that, we will stop them and hand those people over to the police. We are ready for this registration process, and whatever amount of frustration they will try to put on our way, we will clear those obstacles and ensure that the right thing is done.
Mustafa, thank you so much for joining us on the program this afternoon. Mustafa Bandi is the Deputy General Secretary for the Opposition National Democratic Congress. Now at the grounds, my colleague Zoe Anita Odei has been speaking to some first-time voters. Let's take a look.
You're feeling like being a first-time voter at registering?
This is really disappointing because I was supposed to be at work and then I asked for permission just to come and do this, and all this is happening. I'm very disappointed.
Do you regret doing this?
Well, I don't regret, but I'm just not happy about the fact that they don't know, they are not sure if it's going to work. Yes, they made us come. They made us come from far places and left our work or maybe school, and we are here. It's not nice.
What have they told you so far?
So far, no one told me anything, but I heard people saying that the machines are faulty, and some people are also saying that they intentionally off the machines.
It's really stressful and frustrating. Yes. Because I've been here since 7 a.m. and it was running smoothly. Then all of a sudden, the commotion started from that side, coming here. Then they just said the machines are off, not working. So we've been waiting for them to, come back to us. No communication. No, actually, they didn't come tell us. You were making noise over here. Just came in, like, the machines were not working and stuff. Then we've been sitting here, no problem. Then they started making noise. This is really a stressful thing. Instead of you to just keep quiet, go sit somewhere and just let us relax. You're making noise and it's really disturbing us. Oh, I don't regret it. It's my right to do something like this, and I wanted to do for a very long time, and this is the time for me to do it, and something like this happening. It's really frustrating, to be honest. Alright, thank you too.
So today marks the beginning of the 2024 limited voter registration exercise, and here at the EC's head office in Accra, the scene has been dissatisfactory right from the beginning. From 7 o'clock a.m. in the morning, the scene has been chaotic, and as at 12 p.m., the situation is still the same. Not even one person have been registered, but some concerns raised by the first-time voters, as most of them are disappointed disappointed about the process since it is their first time doing this. Some party officials from the NPP accused the NDC of sabotaging the process and making sure that the machines are not working, while the NDC is also accusing the NPP of busing people who are not from this constituency or from the said constituencies to register here, to come here to register. But the question is if this is just the limited voter